Enactus UCC is a society that works for change but through social entrepreneurship by creating projects that better help the world around us.
Enactus is a UCC society which allows students to create businesses whose goal is not only profit but also social and environmental impact. It allows students to improve their soft skills as well as applying the hard skills that they're learning inside their degree.
UCC Enactus is a group of people coming together to do something truly unique, forming tight groups and tight friendships to create really impactful differences in our society and our communities. It's about working together to make the world a better place, and we do that through social entrepreneurship.
Last June, Enactus UCC participated in the national competition and went up against the 11 other colleges who also have Enactuses in Ireland, and we won, which meant that we were given the great honour of going on to Puerto Rico and representing Ireland in the World Cup against 36 other countries, and out of the 36 we came in the top 16, so we were in the top half, which means we're now in the top 1% of Enactuses worldwide.
I got to see the level that the rest of the world is at, and it kind of created a benchmark that we can bring Enactus UCC up to the point where we're working with people inside the community, local and global.
Quangle is a project that's now finished in Enactus UCC, but it was working with direct provision in Cork, and it was working specifically with the women, originally to teach them business skills, but later evolved into a project to teach them how to make lip balm and candles, so that they could sell those products and make a wage for themselves.
We did a lot of work with Cork Migrant Centre last year in direct provision with Quangle, and we saw it go from a project inside UCC to something more. It's now a co-op owned by the Women in Direct Provision, run by the Women in Direct Provision, who get money directly to them.
Qualcomm has helped Enactus UCC hugely, beginning with Quangle. They were the people that helped provide Quangle with laptops and TVs so that students within Quangle could still participate in online school throughout the pandemic, and provide them with TVs so that they can teach each other a lot more about the lip balms and the candle making, and be able to relax and chill out and have fun.
We managed to take laptops, TVs that were going to waste and give them to people who were in need of this technology. As a society, we rely more and more on technology each day, and people were left behind. There was people who were out doing online school during COVID who had one phone between 5 to 6 students, and that's just completely unfair. So we managed to level the playing field by bringing laptops to a bunch of families.
Qualcomm was a massive help in bringing in refugees from direct provision, kids from direct provision, for a work experience day at their office in Cork. And I spoke to some of the kids afterwards, and they learned so much. They were constantly talking about how they wanted to be engineers and how they wanted to go on and work in a company like Qualcomm one day, and it really motivated them to see beyond of what traditional employment is like.
Reframe is an engineering project that is looking to take plastic and recycle it into new product.
Reframe collects plastic from plastic waste producers and uses mainly HDP and LDP to create fashion products, transport such as skateboards, and other things such as laptop stands.
We came up with a project where we would collect a lot of plastic, like plastic bottle caps, and melt them down into skateboards.
It started with one product, and it got mainstream. They got streamlined down to as simple as we could. Can we make this kind of skateboard? Oh, it's the 3D printer's this size. Basically just like going through the obstacles and finding another solution at each step. And sometimes it's as simple as like a size of a 3D printer, and sometimes it's as big as a massive design change. So a lot of it is optimization, I'd say. That's the biggest engineering part of this project for me.
This year we decided to start up a new kind of side project. We've done some research on different types of plastic, and we also found out that LDPE is very common in their everyday lives. We found that you could actually kind of melt the plastic to some degree and have the different different scraps of this plastic bonded together. We discovered that it's a very nice and durable material and that we could use it for different types of products. We could use it for, let's say, laptop covers, wallets. It's almost like leather-like material.
I think Reframe gives an engineering student the opportunity to apply all the problem-solving skills that they're learning in their degree. Qualcomm is very involved in the electrical side of the engineering department. Although I'm energy, I'm sort of involved in that part as well. So a lot of the labs and stuff all funded by Qualcomm. Qualcomm is massively important in the world of engineering, and they're at the forefront of the microelectronics sector, so certainly it would be a great place to work in the future.
I am an electrical and electronic engineer here in UCC, and coming from an engineering background, you do learn a lot about the technical stuff. You learn a lot about what it means to be an engineer. You learn how to problem solve, you learn how to do the maths and how to really tackle problems, but you never really get to apply it. You finish your degree and you go out and you graduate with the same degree as anyone else, and Enactus provided the opportunity to apply what I learned in my degree, apply the experience I had, apply the technical skills of problem solving. So for example with Reframe, our most technical project, we had to really go at it from the very bottom approach, where we knew we had plastic, but we had to figure out the whole process. So we had to figure out how to get the plastic, how to source it, how to clean it. We went through all the steps of molding, CAD models and simulations, and really accessing what it means to an engineer to a high degree to create a product. They were aiming to take plastic and then recycle it into skateboards, and they had tremendous success with that, making prototype skateboards and getting them out there. And through that we won the national competition, and that led us to go on even further and then represent all of Ireland in the World Cup in Puerto Rico. And that was an amazing achievement to be able to do that, to be on the world stage, presenting the women that were impacted, presenting the skateboards. On our journey through Enactus and being able to compete at such a high level, we had the amazing support of Qualcomm to really push us to that next level, to compete on that world stage, and I can definitely say it would have been impossible without it, without having that support.
They were able to give me this absolutely incredible opportunity to attend this huge event and learn so much, speak to so many like-minded people.
What they're doing is they're sponsoring us, they're sponsoring students, and they're sponsoring us to go further and push harder and become better. And I think that cannot be understated. So it's a huge debt that I owe to Qualcomm for being able to round out my college experience and make me into a slightly better person.